Hello again, it's part 2 of the Age of Jackson. I was just going on, and apparently it wasn't recording, so take 2 from me as well. Alright, so we were getting into the Age of Jackson and starting to talk about, I think, his ideas of being considered Old Hickory or not. Remember, that was a nickname for him, and basically showing that he didn't change his opinions. He didn't bend in the wind. He was like an old hickory stick or an old hickory tree, strong and pulling himself forward, kind of showing people that he had stamina. Remember, he was an old Indian fighter. That's kind of how he makes his name during that Battle of New Orleans. Remember, that's a big push for patriotic idealism coming through. All right, so now if we look at the 1824 election, that's when we're going to see Jackson is coming forward into this era or time period we say that he defines. All right, the reason why we're going to call it the Age of Jackson, even in 1824, is because he's such a strong figure. Now, he doesn't win the election in 1824. He does lose to John Quincy Adams, but many people are upset that JQA wins. They're going to say that since Jackson won the popular vote, John Quincy Adams really is the minority president. Jackson is very loud. He's very aggressive in his format, his platforming, in general, in his political campaigning. So a lot of people are going to really adhere to Jackson. They want him to be that common man that he says he is. A lot of people want to follow him. A lot of folks don't like John Quincy Adams. People who criticized his ideas of when he was a diplomat. Some people don't like the fact that John Adams was his father. They disagree with the old Federalist ways, that they're not very happy in general that John Quincy Adams comes in as president. Right. So we're going to see, even though Jackson technically doesn't win the election, all right, we're going to see that he is still very influential. People just really don't like John Quincy Adams as president. Some of the things that are going to happen under John Quincy Adams, the Tariff of Abominations, this becomes something that people are upset with. They're going to feel that it favors industry and it favors the North. So a lot of Southerners and Westerners who like Jackson and Jackson appeals to are going to call this particular tariff that comes through one that is of abominations towards the South and the West. It's not helping the Southerners. It's not helping them at all. Right. We'll see in response, South Carolina gets very upset. And good old John C. Calhoun, he'll become a major player here as we're leading up towards Civil War. He's going to be one of the main critics of the divisions between the different sections of the country. He's going to put together this South Carolinian Exposition and Protest. And I just put South Carolina on your handout. It's really South Carolinian, but you usually kind of hear it called just the South Carolina Exposition and Protest. As a result of that tariff that the Southerners are unhappy about, South Carolina, led by Calhoun,